Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zmore the Dad in DPS, and we are back with another episode that will probably go better than the last one of Scrip Chore. I'm a filthy Scrip Chore. Anywho, before we get into that, let's thank our YouTube members, which are Twice, Big Spuds, Goldie, Wyatt Blackburn, Waller is me, David Smith, Diofane Gaming, Fathead Druid, Colin G, Gary McKnight, Chris K, and Brian RMC. Big thank you to you guys, we can't do this without you, and if you would like to become a member, click the join button below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, if you're not familiar with this video, I am going to craft 10 items, and turn them into legendary weapons. Today it's plasma cars. It can't go worse than the last video. It definitely can. Now this time I have made sure that they're all level 50. But I'll be double checking before I upgrade any. Either way, this is definitely a level 50 item. Let's see what we get out of it. Oh god.
Damn!
This one's not bad. Juggernauts on here is particularly good if I want to go full health build. The Vance critical damage doing 50% extra, potentially a good weapon in that respect. So yeah, I'm not overly upset about that. It could obviously be better if it was swing speed, but you know, that is what it is. And I am getting kind of turned around to the whole crit damage thing. Definitely liking crit. Number 2! This one is also not bad at all. Anti-armor I find is particularly good on this because it typically you don't really have any armor for the damage types this would have. So add the crits into that, this thing could actually be amazing. I'm really not sure. That's something to test out. Let's go on to number 3, still level 50, perfect. Oh, depressing from other day. Alrighty, let's see what we get. This is probably the least of my favourite ones. However, swing speed on it and damage to robots, so it could be a good daily ops weapon on robot days. Definitely not worth scripping, but not the best thing. The last effect I don't think really matters on melee weapons because, quite typically, melee weapons don't break very often. But yeah. Next up, ooh, again, another potentially good one. Gourmands isn't something that I'm too familiar with how it works, but it's something that we can test out and figure out in the future. But yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that. Alrighty, let's go to the next one. Scrolling down, we've got just about to hit halfway. This is the worst one out of all of them so far. I'm not happy with this. Assassins, power damage, the VATS crit's the only good effect there in my opinion. Yeah, that's the worst one so far. We've had pretty good rolls up until then. Alrighty, number 6. That is actually, I really like this one. It's vampires, that alone makes it worth using. The extra damage while standing still and the reduced weight, so yeah, definitely something that I will be bunging onto this character and using. I would prefer obviously it to be swing speed, but beggars can't be choosers. Oh, wrong thing. Alright, number 7. I have a better version than this, so it's not really the best. Swing speed definitely would have been better in the middle, but I do use a lot of that, so there is that as well. But yeah, it's okay, it's just not the best. Alright, next one. Let's see what we've got. Nocturnal is good, but the other 2 effects are bad, so overall this weapon is kind of crap. Not happy with it altogether, but yeah, worth testing out how much damage the Nocturnal on it does. So we've got our last 2 to go. Come on, something good. Hunters, it's absolute garbage. Alright, last one. Last one. Will we get something brilliant? God damn it. It's bloodied, so I mean that means it's going to do decent damage, but the other 2 effects really aren't helping it out. unfortunately, but it does give me a chance to test how a bloodied one of this is going to do in terms of full damage. Overall, I think we had quite a successful haul there, so let's look at some of the best ones that we got. Now, I think for the first pick, I'm going to have to pick the Juggernauts, mainly because it's a new effect, and yeah, I really like the effect. Then you've got Vat's critical hits do plus 50% damage. Now, to most people that's not going to do much, but this thing is quite a strong weapon to begin with. Its damage type gets through the majority of armor because nothing really resists it, so a crit with this thing could be pretty damn impressive. I am interested to see how it will work in relation to Juggernauts for definite, but that's something that time will tell. I would have much preferred if we got Aristocrats, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Now, our next weapon that I want to look at, in terms of picks, is the Vampire's Plasma Cutter. Now, this one is getting brief health regeneration and the 25% damage while standing still. Now, the great thing about melee weapons in particular is that when I am using VATS to hit, I do get an AoE damage. So if I'm standing still, getting that extra damage and AoEing things, this is going to get some pretty damn good health regeneration from enemies surrounding me. That is if I'm surrounded. I would have much preferred the swing speed for definite, but at the same time, if I'm using it in VATS, it doesn't really matter too much. So yeah, I am very happy with this weapon. I'm really happy to have a Vampire Plasma Cutter on this character in general, so that is going to be fun to use. And tonight's top pick, I honestly think it has to be this. Anti-armor is a fantastic effect, then when you combine it with the VATS crits doing 50 extra damage and the VATS critical meter filling 15% faster, this thing is going to pump out quite a lot of damage in quick succession. I'm really interested to see how well it's going to do against enemies in general, and definitely a weapon I want to review in the near future. But that will take a little bit of time. I've got quite a lot of weapons I need to get through and review. This is definitely on the list. So 100% one of my favourite weapons that I currently hold, and I'll be playing around with it quite a lot in the near future. So that was today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you wish to help out the channel more, click that join link down below to become a YouTube member. Now, tonight I think was rather successful. A couple of weapons I really want to test out, and enjoy in general. I love plasma cutters. So yeah, hopefully our next Crusader Pistol video will go just as well, if not better. But with that, guys, we'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.